What's up, everybody? My name is Meet Kevin, and, well, I go by Meet Kevin. Somebody left me a comment the other day. Is your name really Meet Kevin? No, my last name's just hard to pronounce, okay? But today, we're gonna take a look at this property, and we're gonna do one of those good old New vs. Pro analyses on the deal to see what we think about it. This, by the way, is probably one of the most desirable parts of town. We're, of course, in Ventura, California, and this is part of the Canaan Tract, which is one of the hottest parts of town. But let's see if we can tear this place apart. Heads up, after I recorded this video, I found some before photos online, so I'll go ahead and interject those as well. See, I don't know about you, but I like looking at houses mostly because I try to understand how I can make money from houses and see if I can invest and make something out of it. And doing that, I've got to be able to identify things like higher quality valves and brand new copper plumbing. This has not gone through a lot of rainstorms yet, so this is a good sign that this place has probably already been replumbed. Now, I know every time I mention mulch, people are like, oh, why would you put mulch down? This is actually nice. I mean, I like what they did here because they actually used a weed barrier. A lot of people who are selling a house don't. They just kind of keep round-upping the weeds and pretend like there's no weed problem. But this is nice to see they actually went this to this extent, and they used the higher quality mulch, which, yeah, there are crappy qualities of mulch. Wow, that is a cool light fixture. Look at this thing. I mean, it seems a little flimsy, but I really like it. It gives you that grand impression. That's right up my alley, because I'm all about giving an impression for cheap. Now, I'm not saying that thing's cheap, but alright, I think they wanted to stay vintage, but I can't get the door open. Ooh, first noob mistake, I found it. Yes, that did not take long. Oh, there it is. Gotta get it in the shot. So, here's the thing. It's fine if you've got an ungrounded electrical system, but I highly recommend if you're gonna go sell the place, don't paint an exterior outlet to match your stucco, and then when people find this exposed to the weather outlet, they realize it's two-pronged. At least put the weather box on it. Now, all of y'all in my real estate investing course and do-it-yourself rental renovations course, y'all know that I just throw a GFCI on that thing. Now, there's some special rules related to that, but that gets a little niche. All right, here we go. I would have painted the fence. I always think it's newbie when people don't paint the fence. Well, it's self-closing at least. Oh, okay, I see. So over here you'll put a box, and I don't even know what that is. What is this, a bottle opener? What is that? I don't know, it's a little cigarette shelf, I think. Okay, what do we got over here? I mean, this is a good sign, and we got a lot of new plumbing here. I like the look of this. Hey, what's up, Harold? So as I'm here filming, I get a phone call from the agent that's representing me on a deal that I'm buying, and he's wondering if we can close a little later, even though he doesn't like that because some weird things could happen the more time goes on, which is true. But if the seller on that other deal wants to close later, he's obligated to ask me, the buyer.
Can we do that? How far can I push it? I go, well, I hate pushing it, number one, because it's just more time for people to do something stupid. So
like back out at the last minute, like your buyer like changing their mind or something.
Yes.
Which, yeah, I'm a real estate broker, but if another agent brings me a deal, I'll use them to represent me. See, that's because I care more about getting a great deal and a great property than about the commission. Okay, so this place is actually really cool, because check this out. California just passed the new ADU law, which basically lets you turn this into a duplex, because you could take the garage and turn it into a separate unit, which the garage is right there, the house is right there. And check out what this place actually has. It has back alley, so you got front street parking, back alley access, which is basically like you kind of have two houses now on one lot, because the garage could just have access from here, and the main house could have access from over there. You can even pull a fence between these two. Boom, you got yourself basically a duplex. Now, it is for a little bit of a pricey price of a single family here. You know, these aren't very cheap in this area, but so far I really like this place. The roof on that garage, not brand new, but looks pretty dang good. Oh, full sprinklers back here. I will say, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, look at this. They even got themselves a brass copper light fixture over here. Those are expensive, but I bet you since that's the only one, it's probably not working. Let's be real. All right, let's get in the back door over here. Oh, of course, in the back. In the back, that's where they do this. This actually looks like nice work. This is starting to make me think this place was flipped. Oh, look at that. Tamper-resistant GFCI, nice weather-rated box. Man, this is nice so far. Not a fan of that conduit, though. You know, it's starting to look like they're taking things out of my playbook here, okay? The bronze hardware on the Swiss coffee door? Come on, this is too nice. Ooh, we got the original hardwood floor and it's in great shape. It's not a new refinish, but honestly, I can't complain. The condition's great. I mean, I have to say, this is pretty cute so far, and they're really smart. You wanna see some pro moves that they pulled off here? Brilliant, brilliant moves. I'm gonna show you a couple of them. First of all, see this couch? Somebody will look at that and think, I could fit 2 or 3, maybe even 4 people on that couch. This couch is tiny, which is perfect because this is not a big family room, but instead it gives you that impression of space. Really smart move on that. Another really smart move, check out these windows. What's missing from the windows? Well, blinds. Usually I like to see blinds, especially if you're gonna have a rental property. But instead, they classed them up with these white curtains, which white opens up the space, makes everything feel more airy and very clean, which is nice because clean implies new. But guess what we got over here? The original wood sash windows that are now kind of disguised by the curtains. Seriously though, with these sparkly clean windows, even the tracks being clean, these white blinds and this sort of white on white impression they're going with here, this is a really clean looking remodel. Let's go ahead and pop the cans here too. Boom, look at that, nice. Ooh, but they work perfectly too. And I mean, perfect is relative. Take a moment to appreciate the before in this room. Who paints their walls mustard yellow? Now, you know something else that's really pro that they pulled off here is the front door makes you think vintage. The front facade makes you think cute and vintage. Everything about this look they're going for is designed to make you feel cute and vintage. Well, guess what they left over here? They installed a new floor furnace in the original spot, which ordinarily you'd want like forced air. It's a little bit more modern. You get ducts and vents and everything, but for a little 2-in-1, why not? I mean, it's by the front door, which is a little like different, but hey, it's brand new. Look at how you control it. Pilot, on, off, you gotta stick your finger through the grates. Look at the before on this entry hall here. I didn't even notice this or suspect this at all, but they actually got rid of a door that used to be here. I'm assuming it was for some kind of probably narrow entry closet. But anyway, so far, really cute. We got some serious pro moves going on here. Wow, look at the sloping of the floor and the brick that they did here to try to blend this together. I don't know if this was intentional, but I mean, it kind of works, but I will say the noob mistake here was not cleaning up the inside of that fireplace more. They could have easily painted that black and made that look a lot better. And this is the problem with new rugs as well, as you get kind of this rolled up lippy thing going on here. No, not blippy, lippy. Good to tape this stuff down so people don't trip. Lawsuits waiting to happen. What do we got over here? Wow, this is a room? Whoa, this is cool how they squeeze this together. I mean, this has got to be like a 7x8, maybe a 7x9, but they staged this nice. I mean, this, if you're going to stage, this is the time to stage, because this actually makes you think, I want to sit there, I want to work and look out this beautiful window at this beautiful landscaping. I mean, think about all of the different varieties of pitches I could do to suggest that you should check out the coupon code in the link below while sitting at this beautiful little office nook. Now, I will say, beautiful choice to go with a frosted door here. They still have the foil on the glass here. Nice job. But noob mistake. This isn't a big deal, the overspray paint here, but it's just not as finished as it should be. But noob mistake, in my opinion, leaving the 2-prong on the inside of the house, it just implies the house was not rewired. And I guess beyond an implication, now that we have a 2-prong outlet at the front of the house and one over here, the odds are most of the interior of the house still has the original wiring. Not that big of a deal, again, ways to solve that, but why, when you go through the effort of staging and making everything look so nice, would you leave that? All right, now on this little bonus room, take a look at the before picture. I don't think this bonus room existed before, which kind of explains why it's listed as a 2-in-1, but this kind of feels like it could be a third room. Now I know there's no closet, but I like this. I mean, to me, this feels like a little kind of mini 3-in-1 where I look at it and I go, 2 bed, 1 bath, plus an office. I like this. I think actually adding this wall was a good idea. It gave this space function, and it actually gives you more room in the family room. Although come to think about it now, this open space was the dining room, which means now this 2-bedroom, 1 bath plus the office doesn't actually have a dining room. Dang, I actually forgot that initially until I realized it just now during editing. That does have the potential for creating issues, especially for, let's say, a couple with a child, which usually would want to have some sort of designated dining space. Now, it looks like all the drywall in the house was either redone or at the very least it was retextured. The cabinetry, wow, this is out of my playbook. I like these. Whoever did this remodel, please hit me up so I can confront you at this remodel, because they are brilliant. Look what they did over here. These are the original 1939 cabinets. Look at this curvature. You don't get this cabinetry anymore. This is nice with this little edge here. Wow. Brilliant, brilliant. The painted hardware, I mean, it's basically like they watch my videos. This is so nice. Wow. The 6-inch backsplash, I mean, this is like a playbook out of the Meet Kevin rental renovations course. This is nice. And here you go, here are the before cabinets with the before range. Look at that range, oh man. This is a smart remodeler. I mean, perfect job here. That, however, is a little crooked and it bothers me. But those cabinets, oh my gosh, they're so nice. See, most cabinets end like right there. These go all the way to the ceiling too and have this nice curved crown. Oh, A+. Look at this. You just don't get this cabinetry anymore. So nice. Now, personally, not the biggest fan of the choice to go with black appliances, but I get it. They went for some contrast here, so I'm okay with it. Oh, wow. This is the inside laundry room and half bath off the kitchen. Oh, yes. Talk about leaving vintage, folks. Yes. Wow. Look at this. This is so cool. It's your original, what would have been an ironing board. It was an ironing board, and now it's a spice rack. This is eye candy. Oh, this is, even though they left original elements of the electrical system, this is good work. Quality job. And you see that back panel they use, that big white square? The easiest, most efficient way to finish that back without actually having to patch the drywall or plaster. Smart. Another smart move here by clearly an experienced renovator. Look at this flat platform bed. Rather than going with a tall, impressive bed, they went super low, super flat, and then a wide kind of mattress here to really give you this impression with the picture rail up here that this room is impressive and large, especially with this triple set of windows. Wow, pro moves. And then they coordinated the bed to the curtains. Again, distracting you from those original windows, but they still look good. Look at that, leaving the antique hardware super, super smart. Not even a drip of paint on them either. That's nice. Really good move there. Good job. Nice painted original cabinetry here again. I mean, look at the function of this. Nice. Really good job. And look how clean that finish is on that paint job. Wow. Really nicely done. Wow. Good job. Here, by the way, is your shot of those same cabinets. They just did a really good job painting them. Whoever they hired to paint these, awesome job. This is how you know you had a good electrician. Weather resistant and tamper resistant. My man. Missing light bulbs, a little newbie, but no biggie. Small vanity here. Great job with the staging though. Now compare this to what the bathroom was. Nice retile job. Now you can't smell it, but that just sitting there smells so good when you open this. Makes you fall in love with the place. Man, the psychological trickery here is so good. And I don't mean that to sound like negative, like I'm being tricked. I mean, this is nice. I'm just pointing these things out because I think they're brilliant. And then in this room, because it's not a walk-through room, rather than centering the bed on this wall, which most people would center the bed on this wall, rather than center it, they kind of push it in the corner again to make the room feel bigger. So smart. These are pros. I figured out why they're going with black cabinets. It's because all of the walls are white. The doors are white. The baseboards are white. You have no contrast between the walls and the doors and the base, and the ceiling fan is even white to blend in. Look, you can barely see it. So they went with black on some of the furniture, on some of the hardware finishes like the doorknobs, or dark grays to give you that contrast and feeling of warmth in the home. Man, I'm telling you, they're smart so far. Let's look at the garage. So far, I'm not seeing a lot of newbie things. I mean, that crooked faucet's still bothering me. Again, super smart moves in the garage. There's a crack in the garage slab, but they left the pegboard, they left the original cabinetry, they left the workbench. So what are people thinking when they come in here? Wow, this is my workshop. Yeah, look at the lights, look at the workbench, look at the cabinetry. Meanwhile, there's this gaping crack here, which is not uncommon for the area here. The house is on raised. It's just a garage, but still, they didn't have to do anything in here. They just left it original and gave you that feeling of, you know what, you want vintage, here you go. Look at this, little jars. So I don't know about you, but we've only got a couple newbie things in this house. We know we've got some ungrounded outlets. We know we don't have central heat, but you know what? That would be fine. I mean, the person in the office over here might get a little bit cold, but otherwise, I think it's totally fine.